Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chun. I don't know about y'all, but it's a lot going on and it's too much and I got to take a step back. And this is me taking a step back and this is what I'm doing this evening, right? And I just want to share this with you. I don't know if The Crown is your jam. This is the final season, but baby, you need to get into it cuz episodes 1, 2 and 3 is everything. So in episode 1, Diana has taken the boys on a vacation to Saint Tropez, right? Because Charles is giving Camilla a 50th birthday party. And she said she's just going to take the boys away. Charles has gone to his mother to ask his mother to come to Camilla's birthday party. The queen said, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I gotta go and check on some Rolls Royces. I can't do it. So he's like, it'll be very important if you came. It would look good. She was like, child, people turn 50 all the time. Like, I ain't gonna be able to do it. And I need to tend to my dog. Charles was devastated. So Charles gives Camilla her party. It's beautiful. The queen's sister is there. She calls the queen and says, you might need to get on board because this right here is not going anywhere. Charles is happy. He is confident. I've never seen him like this. And he probably will be king one day and Camilla will probably be the queen. And we know that's happening right now. So Diana is on a boat in Saint Tropez. Dodi Fayed's father has beckoned him to come, leaving his fiance. Dodi has a fiance who is a model, I believe, right? He has come on this boat. Dodi's father introduces them. Diana says she remembers seeing him, and he has left them to be together. Once his fiance calls him and realizes he's on a boat with Diana, she's like, can I come out there? He hesitated and then he told her to come. Child, she gets out there. First of all, the yacht that Diana is on is humongous. They take her to a little boat and she is not understanding why she got to go to this little boat. And then Dodi comes over late at night. She's pissed because she's leaving the next day. And then she realizes Dodi has been with Diana the whole time. The most beautiful woman in the world is what she said. And she is angry. Child, so they got pictures of Diana out there in Saint Tropez, right? It's all in the newspapers. Charles gets the papers and he is pissed because Diana is gracing everywhere. She is all mingled in the newspapers. And Charles said, I want Camilla to be the focal point. Do you understand me? So I don't know what they got to do now because they want Camilla to shine. And the people really don't care about Camilla because she done broke up 2 homes. Child, so Dodi finally made it to the small boat to where his fiance is. And he had spent the night. He got up the next morning and was ridden over to the big boat where Diana is. And he told Diana that he was engaged to be married. And she was like, okay. Because she's like, okay, there's nothing here. So then they leave and she has to take the boys back to Charles. And he asked her, what is she going to do? And she said, I'm just going to be home. Child, when she gets home, he has bought her a Cartier watch and a note that says Paris next week. Then the queen is kind of upset that she did Charles like that. And she calls and asks about the birthday party. Honey, let's go on to episode 2. So episode 2 is called 2 Photographs, right? And a picture is worth 1,000 words. And in this particular episode, it's 1,000,000. Child, let me tell you something. Diana had these royals so bothered. So they have meetings, royal meetings, and she's on the agenda. This particular time, she's on the agenda for a confidential situation. And the problem is, if Dodi and Diana become an item, right? Dodi's dad can get British citizenship because that's what he wants. And that is why Dodi's dad is pushing him to be with Diana. So Dodi's dad has found this world-renowned photographer. He gets shots like no other. So he has given him the longitude and latitude of where they are in the ocean. Y'all, the money is like invisible money. I don't even know where it comes from. But Diana and Dodi are out in the middle of nowhere and no one is supposed to know. But his dad knows. He sends this man out here and that famous picture of Diana on that yacht that we all saw, her and Dodi the first real time. They take that picture. It gets in the papers. The queen is pissed. So it seems like Charles and Diana are like meeting in the middle. They have a good relationship, like they're in a good place, right? But these photos come out and it's saying that Diana told the press that when she brought the boys back, Charles asked for an additional week so he would be with Camilla. This kind of pissed him off a little bit. So he got him a photographer to photograph him and the boys out frolicking in Scotland and skipping rocks on the water. So he looks like the consummate father. Y'all, it is politics. So Diana has gone to Bosnia. She told Dodi that's where she was going, and she's going to the Mind Relief Foundation or whatever, right? While she's in her briefing, the pictures come across. Everybody's asking her about kissing Dodi and her boyfriend. She's devastated. The Queen is devastated. Charles is devastated. And William, the Prince, is devastated as well. The royals do not let up on Diana. Part of their business is to keep up with this woman. She has been divorced from Charles for a year at this time and separated for 5 years. But they know her every move. They know where she is. She had even gone to a psychic with Dodi to figure out what's his next step. Because get this, the woman that he was engaged to, that his daddy wanted him to leave for Diana, she has sued him for abandonment of her emotions. Yeah. She was not playing. Child, now we on to episode 3, right? So Diana's on the phone with her friend and she's asking her, are you taking care of yourself the way you should be? And then they start talking about Dodi and she's talking about how he takes care of her. Dodi's dad is calling him to see if he's closing on Diana, meaning has he proposed to her yet? Mind you, he calls the people that's supposed to be watching over them to see if they are intimate, right? The guy said he didn't know. He said put the maid on the phone. The maid confirmed that they sleep in the same room in the same bed. So he's happy about that. So his father's telling him you need to hurry this along. Because if you marry this girl, you're going to be a giant, colossal even. And he is not trying to rush her because this is the last thing Diana is worried about. She is not even thinking about getting married. So Dodi has come in and said, we're in Monte Carlo. Let's go shopping and get ice cream. She was like, that will not be fun. He was like, it will. She was like, there will be photographers and crowds. Child, she gets up because he talks her into it. Goes out, gets ice cream, gets noticed, and then is chased back to the boat. So before they got back on the boat, when the people were chasing them, they ran into a jewelry store. And in her trying to catch her breath, he asked her, was there anything in there she liked? She saw a ring. She said, I like this one. And he was thinking about getting it for her. Then his dad calls and asks, has he proposed yet? He was like, no, I found a ring, but it's not here. It's in Paris. So he said, go to Paris and get the ring. So Diana is ready to go home. Then Dodi tells her, we've got to stop over in Paris first. Real talk. If she had just went home like she wanted to and not been asked to go to Paris because Dodi's dad forced him to take her to Paris to get her this ring, Diana would still be here. Child, so they have made it to Paris, right, to go get this ring. And Dodi's father has called. He wanted to talk to Diana. She's like, look, I got to call my children. Like, this is very nice what you have, but I have got to go. So she gets to the spot to call her babies. And they have left. William is sitting at the table devastated because he has not heard from his mother. He is in a way, right? So when she calls and they said they've gone, they left the grounds, try calling at dinner, Diana is so hurt. So child Diana has made it to Dodi's apartment and she's finally called her boys, right? So they are asking her when is she coming home. She just bought Harry a PlayStation for his birthday. She told them that I will be home tomorrow and I will see you tomorrow night. Child, the boys don't like Dodi, right? So William gave Harry the phone and said that he had something to ask her. Harry couldn't do it, so William took the phone back and asked, was she going to marry Dodi? Her answer was no. Why? He's saying it's all in the papers. These boys do not like him. Child, she told the boys she don't really know how she ended up in Paris, right? Then she also told them that she needs to make some changes in her life, but that has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with her. They all said, I love you, mommy, kisses and everything. And that was the last time they talked to their mother. Child, before everything happened, Dodi tried to set the mood and propose. He got on one knee. Diana said, no, 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 no. Get up. He is so hurt at this point. Told Dodi the truth. Dodi and Diana were friends. And if they had stayed at the Ritz, this would never have happened. I'm going on to part 4, and I'll talk to y'all later.